Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Ankit here, and here we are. It's a Tuesday, February the 3rd. Let's get into it. As always, we're going to take a look at broader market analysis, take a look at what's happening in the currency baskets, take a look at what's happening on the news front, and then we'll take a look at some possible setups. So let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
As we jump into the market analysis, let's just take a quick look at the headlines and numbers. And today was a pullback day in the broader markets, but currency markets were unfazed by it. So we're not really seeing a lot of volatility. Even in the equity markets, we get a pullback, but then that pullback doesn't have any follow through to it. So this is, again, a very typical range bound price action. Now, on the currency side, we had RBA that raised rates. And then again, Aussie actually did held on to most of those gains. So again, we continue to see that bullishness in Aussie and also in the Kiwi. Now, metals is now rallying back up again. Remember, we talked about a massive fall on Friday. We got a bit of a continuation of that weakness on a Monday, but then here we are getting a big rally here on a Tuesday. So now that is really weighing down the dollar. So remember, we talked about dollar. We were really looking for that dollar reversal. We got a nice movement on Friday. We got a nice extension on a Monday, but then today it really kind of turned its corner here. So we'll take a look at the dollar here and see which, does it still look good over here? But now when we take a look at the numbers, you can see that where the movements were. Aussie and Kiwi, remember, that's what we've been talking about. That's where the relative strength is. Now, when we take a look at some of the other numbers here, so here we are with Japanese yen, and take a look at the US dollar. You can see that's really where the weakness is. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the dollar because dollar is the one that had a big reversal. It looked like it wanted to rally, but then it seems like that rally that we had is really phasing out here. So that's what we need to pay attention to. And you can see that European currency, not a whole lot going on here in the middle. So let's just take a look at outside of that. You can see the S&P was down. World stock index was down. Crypto was down. So gold, when we take a look at that movement here, 6.17%. Now that's a massive move. And then here we are with the movement in the oil markets as well. Now let's take a look at the crypto front. As you can see, mixed numbers, but overall continue to look a lot bearish here. So no signs of relief here. Now, when I take a look at the broader markets, this is where, when you look at this chart, you'd be like, okay, this is where it doesn't look good on the upside, doesn't look good on the downside. This is a very typical range for price action. And if you try to extrapolate what this candlesticks means, notice that it doesn't really give you that much of indication because, yesterday candle was pretty good. Today's candle is very bearish. But overall, it doesn't really have any meaning or long-lasting meaning to it. Now, when we take a look at the monetary policy, we still have the Bank of England, and we still have ECB on the horizon. RBA is out of the way. We have the Kiwi employment report tonight, just in like an hour here. So we'll take a look at it and see how the numbers are. But overall, we talked about how the numbers out of Australia and New Zealand continue to look better here. Now, we were expecting some key data like Joel's job opening this morning. We had the NFP report on Friday. That seems to be pushed because of shutdown. Although I did read in the news that they are actually, approved the bill to reopen the government. But again, those numbers will be late. There's not much we can do on that front. So that, again, really took away from what we were expecting on the dollar front. But that'll be a story for when those numbers are released. Now, when I take a look at the velocity score, you can see everything is all over the place. But Kiwi and Aussie continues to be on the upside. So let's just take a look at the setups here and see if there's any opportunity.
Do you want to be a professional trader? Maverick Currencies is the oldest US-based forex and crypto prop trading company that will pay you for trading with our capital. Trade our capital and keep 70 to 80% of the profits. We are looking for traders just like you that are hardworking and motivated. Click the apply link on the top right of this video to see if you have what it takes. That link takes you to a 4-minute video that explains the trader position available, and you read a list of FAQs that answer pretty much all the basic questions you have at this point. After watching the video and reading the FAQs, if you're interested, fill out an application, then you'll watch the full-length recruiting video, and then schedule an interview with one of our traders. Are you our next trader?
So now here we are with the dollar chart. So let's just take a look at this one first. So I talk about how on a weekly chart, you can see that was a beautiful bounce coming off from here. And again, in the past, you can see that this area has been a very consistent area where the dollar has bounced. Now look at the candlesticks here. This is again a weekly chart, and you can see that weekly candlestick is really where you got that reversal. Now this week, I mean, you can see that even over here, that was a nice little bullish engulfing candle on a weekly chart. Now you can see that this weekly chart, it looks very lackluster here. So again, not really too happy about this price action, but we'll see how the week ends. Here's a daily chart, and you can see daily chart did bounce here. You know, can you say that maybe this is just an inside week or inside day? I mean, or it's a bearish engulfing candle. I mean, you can see that overall is still in a downtrend. You know, I think at this point, we definitely want to be a little more cautious on this one here. Here's a 4-hour chart. As you can see, 4-hour chart, you know, did rally up to here, pull back. Really, it could be a no man's land here. So again, I'm just kind of pairing back on the dollar play here because not really loving the price action here. So we'll see if there's anything improves. But I think there's better areas elsewhere to find that good opportunity. Here's the first one. It's a yen. I think yen looks a lot better compared to the dollar. So again, you can see that continues to be on the downside. And here's a daily chart. And on the daily chart, what you can find is that it's almost back to the lows over there. Now, what you want to pair with, I mean, Swiss franc, again, continues to be a back and forth. One thing I want to talk about, again, I talked about yesterday was the metals trade. But again, you can see that metal trades also seems to be reversing here. I mean, here's the, let's just take a look at the gold over here. And you'll see that gold actually is in just a rally mode here. So here's the daily chart. You can see pretty nasty reversal here. So we're in a bit of a rally mode here. Here's the 4-hour chart. You can see that where we started, where we are, it looks like it continues to rally here. So again, for that reason, I just want to keep a hold on Swiss franc. Now, when I take a look at the euro again continues to look weak. Now, when I go into the other areas, like pound, I already said I'm not really that interested. Here's the CAD, and I'm not really too super excited about this one either. Now here we are left with where is the money going? It's the Aussie and the Kiwi. So again, look at the Kiwi here, continues to improve here. So let's start with the first one, Aussie, Kiwi yen. I think that'll be the first one. But remember, we have the employment board tonight. But I mean, take a look at that. Sitting on the highs, we just break out to new highs over here. Now, if you go back in time, you notice that we are on the track of almost, you know, getting towards the previous highs over there. So Kiwi yen looks great. The question is what time frame you want to base your setup on. As you can see, that it just continues to be pulling higher. So here's the other one. That's the Aussie yen, and same thing. Aussie yen probably continue doing the exact same thing in the upper end of the range. Here we are daily chart. I mean, look at that. We are almost back to the highs that we had back in 2024. So pretty impressive move in the Aussie yen. So really, that's where the money's going. You know, dollar seems to be a really a back and forth trade here. I mean, take a look at this euro dollar. I was paying close attention to. Seems like it's finding some support as a prior support resistance, which is not support. I was kind of watching dollar Swiss franc, but you can see that this thing seems like, you know, got a nice little rally here, but then it looks like it's turning over here. So maybe dollar is not on a free fall the way it was here, but maybe the dollar kind of likely to go back and forth here before you can really figure out its direction. So meanwhile, I think yen probably is a better choice. Even if you take a look at currency pair like dollar yen, I'm pretty sure you'll see the pattern there, and you'll see that the divergence that's taking place there. Here's the dollar yen. You can see that continues to look good over here, while other dollar cross is not. So again, I think yen probably is the best play here, and then pair that against the Aussie and Kiwi. That's really where the big movements are happening. Outside of that, like I said, there's a lot of inconsistency and back and forth, which is, again, I'm not really too excited. All right, so that's the game plan here. Again, yen. I think yen looks the best here against the Aussie and Aussie and the Kiwi. That's really what's moving. We'll take a look at the Kiwi employment report today and see if there's a further strength on that, or do we pair gains? But I think Aussie likely to stay strong. That's just really where we are. That's the market in front of us. So trade the markets in front of you. Thanks for joining here. See you next one. Happy trading.